Good afternoon, everybody. My name is John Paolini, chef and owner of Piccola Italia Ristorante. Today we're going to make veal piccola Italia.
When did you first get introduced to cooking?
It was the summer of 1981. 16 years old. I was working at a restaurant in the North End called Lucia's, and they asked me if I wanted to start cooking because I had been washing dishes. And I said, yeah, sure. And I started doing it, and they were teaching me, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I started liking it. And now, 40 years later, I'm still doing it and still liking it. It's just been incredible.
What's a dish that you have the fondest memory of at home?
Growing up, my mother used to make this marinated cod in a red sauce, and it would cook for about 2 hours on a low heat. And when it was done, we used to eat it with bread, and it was absolutely delicious. I can picture it right now. I'm looking at my mother's stove and how she just slowly cooked it in red sauce, and we had that for dinner, usually on Fridays, and it was just so good. It was really just so good.
How has food for you been a way to express yourself and emotions to others?
Well, when I'm cooking and I'm plating food, I enjoy the fact that someone is going to eat this, and if they enjoy it, that makes me feel good. I feel good inside knowing I'm being productive, I'm doing something good, and people are loving my efforts. So when I make a dish, or if it's a special dish or something even off the menu, I know the love I put into it, someone else is going to enjoy it. And that's what makes me feel good about it. For me, it's all about not quantity, quality.
How do you think having immigrant parents has impacted you growing up and today?
I would say incredibly. I saw what they went through, the sacrifices they made, and it just made me be a regular, humble person and to appreciate what I have and what I've gotten. I saw all the sacrifices my mother and father made for us to give us a better life, what they didn't get. And I felt what they did for us was just truly has paved the way for me, for the person I am today, being 55 years old and just realizing how much my parents did for us.
What does being an Italian American mean to you?
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm very proud to be Italian. I grew up loving the music, all the parties I went to, all the kids in school, the majority of them were Italian. It was a close-knit group, and just the culture, espresso, I love espresso coffee. I just enjoy how they put so much love into their food and their winemaking, and just how they have their own kind of passion for their own things. And I love how they just truly enjoy life through food. And I'm so glad that I was a part of that growing up. I saw what my mother did when she was in the kitchen, and I'm just grateful I got to experience it. Salt, pepper, oregano, basil, a little veggie base. Let it cook. Start adding your vegetables. Cut them up so they're not bigger than a spoon. You don't want anybody to choke.